Hello, here's a request video of the day that I got in my last video. What do I think about Dan Balzeran? He is Instagram Titan. And has 19.3 million followers. And yeah, so for my research, I think I did the Wikipedia. And then I listened to his interview with Larry King, but I didn't listen to any of the other interviews. So I'll just do the video, this request video. Yeah, that's interesting life, interesting um, social media, I guess, social media stars. Um, I know that there's lots of social media stars. I mean, like Instagram stars who are only stars on Instagram and not YouTube. And yeah, and I think ones that make money too, but I don't know any of them. Just him. Oh, and it's interesting though how he makes money because he said in the interview that he made 60 million bucks 1 year playing poker. And I remember in Donald Trump Apprentice, I was watching that when I was in Chile. There was a girl on there. I mean, Celebrity Apprentice. There was a girl on there who was a poker player, and she was raising money and getting like all this money from her poker friends. So I guess they make a lot of money, and it's interesting. Like, where does that money come from? Like, how do poker players make that much money? I was visiting somebody, and I saw that they on the TV they had a World Poker Tour, and maybe World Poker Tour is they make money from the TV. They're like superstars, and people watch. Um, that's wild. And then so then all the people can watch and watch all the people's cards, and so they have superstar poker players. So there's only so it takes a certain skill set to be a poker player and make all that money. Um, I don't know if I've ever played poker. I've never been into cards. I've never been interested in it. So I don't know anything about cards. I'm like a moron when it comes to cards because I was never interested in it. I was listening to Edward Gibbon, Decline and Fall of the Roman Empire, and he was describing in one of the chapters like Roman life right before the fall of Rome. So at its most decadent, the height of its decadence, like Roman, I think in like the 400s, like even after it got sacked in 410, like right before it was toppled over by Alaric. But but yeah, he's describing Roman life and that the rich people were really annoying because they'd like carry their chariots really fast, taking over the roads all over the place, and they'd go into the baths and just take over the baths, um, and that they would weigh all of their quail before they would eat it, and just were annoyingly ridiculous. But but one of the things that they did was I gotta recover my train of thought. Um, they oh yeah, they sat around playing cards all the time. Like that's what they did in their pastime. They gambled and stuff. So um, and I guess it makes sense that ultra wealthy people um, who have other wealthy friends would gamble money with each other because they kind of share. I don't know, but or yeah. And also in the Mahabharata, they mention over and over and over again how people gamble like kings gamble their entire kingdoms away, and it's the biggest problem of the ancient world, and they it happens over and over again, and all of the sages swear against it as the number one cardinal rule. Whatever you do, don't gamble, and it's one of the main like religious teachings of the Mahabharata of the Indian religion. So yeah, and gambling's illegal in America. Um, um, when Dan Malzeran got first started gambling, he had to go to some boat 3 miles off the coast of Miami because it's illegal in America. So because people, I guess, get addicted to it and it takes them over. Um, when I was in Las Vegas, I saw people pulling on the slot machines and saw all those rows of slot machines. And my dad, I remember, we traveled through Las Vegas when I was in seventh grade in the summer of '87. My dad said I never saw him do it, but he said later, "Oh man, I got addicted to the slot machine, and like those things are evil." So yeah, I guess people get addicted to gambling. But the crazy thing about poker is that there are people who can make money, like an elite group of people who can make that much money. Like it's the talent, I guess, like any sport. And yeah, I should. I don't know anything about poker, so but it makes me want to uh, read the rules and just kind of try to imagine or see if somebody can explain how some people can be so much better at cards than everybody else. I mean, isn't it just gambling? Well, apparently it's just it's skill too. But how can you? So people are skilled at doing poker face. They're skilled at making it look like they're. That's weird. So does that mean they're really good liars? And does that mean that they get addicted to lying and stuff? I don't know. Anyway, so apart from that, Dan Balzeran, he makes all that money, and so he travels. And I checked out his Instagram, and so he's got pictures of him just traveling all over the world, doing all the interesting stuff um, with girls, with like really hot girls, all over the place. And and he said in his interview he wanted to row across the Atlantic Ocean, and he bet because he's a gambler, he bet his friend like $6 million, so he was going to cash in on that and row by himself across the Atlantic Ocean. So that's pretty badass. He was, I guess he was in the military. He was in like special forces or something training. I don't know if he went on tour or anything, but yeah, for like a year and a half, and he's jacked. And I guess he gets uh, what's that? Stem cells research or stem cell injected, and it makes him 25% stronger in the gym. I want to research that. I should have listened to the Joe Rogan. I don't know anything about that stuff, but yeah. But the Instagram lifestyle. I mean that lifestyle. That's where you spend your money to party with hot girls, and then like document it. That's pretty cool. I could think of lots of interesting things to do if I was filthy rich. I'd do it. I'd row across the ocean and stuff like that. But and party with girls and do all that stuff that he does. But also, I would just make funny scenes, like an Adam Sandler type of humor. Like if I had a ranch house, I'd show my guests the Indian battle, and I'd hire a bunch of Mexicans to have like a mock Indian battle in the field, and like pretend like get them really high and pretend like it's real, like pretend tell them we're in the 1860s and everything, and just go over the top. Um, yeah, but but um, that's about all I can think of. It's pretty interesting how you can make all that money playing poker. Um, yeah, it makes me feel like I can make money doing my thing. My website, all I have to do is attach ads. Okay, peace out. Under 10 minutes.